right, you know our guest from Barbecue Bible for Barbecue USA, from Project Fire, from Project Smoke. You literally wrote the book, and a lot of them when it comes to barbecue. Stephen Reichlin, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
So you not only did you write the book on barbecue, you wrote the book on beer can chicken 20 years ago, but revisiting with a whole new book on the concept. Tell me what that method is all about and why it kind of took shape, took fire, if you will, took off.
Very good question. So in a nutshell, beer can chicken involves roasting a whole chicken over an upright can of beer. The method you use is indirect grilling. I first discovered it at the Memphis in May International Barbecue Festival 20 years ago now. And it's a great way to cook a bird because the chicken roasts in an upright position. So you get heat from all sides, the skin crisps, the fat melts out. It's got a great flavor, but most importantly, it's really fun, right? You lift your grill lid, there's this chicken roasting on a beer can chicken because, let's remember, we eat with our eyes and, barbecue should be fun.
That's right. I actually tried it. I got your book ahead of time and I tried it for the first time. I beer can chickened for the first time yesterday. And I was a little nervous at first. It can be kind of intimidating in terms of the setup. Can you talk us through how you set it up, whether it be on a charcoal grill, a gas grill, pellet grill, you name it? How do you set that up?
Absolutely. So the first thing is season your chicken inside and out with your favorite barbecue rub. Mine is equal parts salt, pepper, paprika, and brown sugar. Second of all, open your can of beer, put a few extra holes in with a church key style can opener. Pour out half. You can use the beer to soak your wood chips, or you can add the beer to your favorite barbecue sauce. But it's important that the can be open. Then as you lower the bird onto the can, make sure you pull the legs forward and apart. So you get what in effect is what a tripod, right? And the base is the beer can and the two legs hold the bird upright. Or you can go on Amazon and find a beer can chicken roaster. I make one, a lot of people make them, but you don't really need a roaster to do this. Now, your setup, grill setup, indirect grilling, meaning that if you're on a charcoal grill, the coals are on the side, nothing in the center except your beer can chicken. On a gas grill, you're lighting the outside burners or front and rear burner. You're cooking the chicken in the middle. On a pellet grill or a smoker, that's indirect by its very nature, so you don't have to do anything special. And that's the basic setup for beer can chicken. And I've got to ask you, how'd yours come out?
It turned out great. I was so excited. I did get a little, it was a little tricky because I was doing it on a 3-burner gas grill and the bird was a little close to the thermometer inside the grill. So it took a while for it to get back up to that medium heat, but I left it on a little bit longer. I used my instincts. I wanted that crispy skin like you talk about, and it was delicious. It was super moist. It was super succulent. So I read through the book a little bit and I'm curious, what is new about this? Why did you want to revisit that, and what kind of new applications and flavors are you doing with the beer can chicken method, but not necessarily just with beer?
Okay, so you just answered my question when you said I tried beer can chicken for the first time. So there's a whole new generation of grillers out there since the first book came out, and we wanted to introduce this fabulous, fun, wacky, distinctly American method. And it's not just the whack factor. I mean, it really produces a fabulous bird. The second thing that's different is when I published the first book, there were no color photographs. My publisher didn't do color photographs. So now, a picture's worth 1,000 words. You can learn how to do it step by step. You can see how fabulous it looks, and we eat with our eyes as well as our palate. So it just makes the book all that much more appetizing. But it's really a tried and true method for a new generation.
For sure. And there's things like using Coca-Cola, using other sodas. There's a Thai coconut one. So there's a lot of different applications in here, which I thought was great. You're also really a very experienced teacher between the TV shows that you've done and so many books that you've written. It really is second nature to you to explain to people through pictures too as well, and I feel like you revisit it in every recipe, which is good. So if you're skipping to the middle, you're like, hold on, I got to go back. No, it's all right there. So I love that. Can this be done, this idea, in an oven, maybe, if you're an apartment dweller and you don't have a grill or access to something like that?
Oh, absolutely. What you need to do is take the racks out of your oven, and cook it on the lower rack, because it is fairly tall. And I'll tell you what, I even give you a little tip for achieving that smoke flavor, which normally you can't do in an oven. But if you melt a little butter and add a few drops of liquid smoke or a few drops of Scotch whiskey, and then use that mixture to baste your bird, you'll get a smoke flavor that's very much like what you would get on a grill.
Oh, I love that tip. I'm going to use that next time. We can't grill all year round around here in Northeast Ohio, so I'll use that when I want a beer can chicken flavor in a different time of year. So tell everybody where they can find this new book and all of your other books that you've written, about dozens more.
Absolutely. Well, my website is barbecuebible.com. That's BARBECUEBIBLE.com. And you can order the book there. You can order it on Amazon, or even better, patronize your local bookstore and order at your local bookstore. When you go to my website, sign up for the Up and Smoke newsletter. It's a free bi-weekly newsletter full of tips, recipes, techniques. If you want to follow me on social media, it's at Stephen Reichland. And I just have to tell you, you talk the talk. You don't just walk the walk. There, you did the dish. It came out great. You were living proof that a new generation is ready for beer can chicken.
Oh, I'm so pleased to hear you say that. Thank you. I have to ask you one more question. What's your next project, if you will? Project Smoke, Project Fire. What are you grilling on? What are you cooking on right now that's going to be maybe the next book we talk about?
Great question. It's called Project Plancha, and it's a book about grilling on planchas and these new outdoor griddles, the hot metal flat tops. And that book is in production right now. I really had fun researching it. I went to Spain. I did a day as a Benihana chef.
Oh, cool! I've done that too. Actually, it's not as easy
really
as it
fun,
looks.
right?
It's pretty hard, isn't it?
It's very hard. Yeah, I left that experience filled with admiration for those guys.
That's awesome. So, you're like, well, thank you so much for your time. Happy grilling.
Thank you.